can't stop the signal now.
All right, hey, Gearbox, good job getting the signal through all that interference there. You may be a bucket of bolts, but at least I can count on you when it counts. Hey there, recruit. Welcome back. This is Rebel Squadron coming at you from an undisclosed location in the far reaches of the galaxy. So, who doggy? Okay, so I just want to point something out real quick. I was getting set up here for the stream, preparing the signal, and I stumbled across something interesting here. At some point yesterday, I picked up one of those little articles, and this one was called Emergency on Demand. I just want to make a point here regarding CD Projekt Red and their decision to shoehorn pornographic material into what should have been a normal mainstream game. So let's get into it here real quick before we get to the fun stuff. How did it happen? When and why did we as a society decide that human life is a commodity, a luxury? Don't get all weepy here yet, folks. Keep in mind this is fake. My mother passed away at 45. She still had decades of life to live until it was all stolen from her by common pneumonia. If she had held even the cheapest trauma team policy, she could have been cured within an hour, but she couldn't afford it. My mother died 5 months before a scheduled appointment with our family practitioner. We'll touch on that here in a second. The idea of privatized healthcare is deeply ingrained in our public psyche. Already in 2020, there's widespread consensus that $500 a month was a fair price for trauma team insurance. Health wasn't something you were given, it was something you earned. The private system may not be perfect, but there's no alternative. We thought... Bullshit. Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second here as well. Now, across the Pacific Ocean to the USSR. Wrong control. So used to playing PC on here during the live streams. Now, across the Pacific Ocean to the USSR. Keep in mind, this is 2077 here, folks. And as far as I know, this is supposed to be a modern article. 2077. The USSR has not been around for quite some time, folks. So apparently in this world, the USSR lived on. I'm not that familiar with the Cyberpunk history. I actually just heard about Cyberpunk when this game was announced. Just a quick reminder here, folks. The USSR is a communist country. Communist. Keep that in mind. But they also have highly trained medical technicians, high precision on nanosurgical suites, specialized antibodies, intravenous venous probes, list going on. Keep in mind, folks, this is fiction. It is not real. Emergency airlifts using modern AAVs equipped with cryotonic chambers. They have those too. The difference then, they don't leave their people to die in the streets, at the store, in their homes. We'll touch on that. They don't force anyone to purchase their lives from a corporation as if they're the ones who own it. Public health care isn't some unachievable utopia. It is a reality. We'll get to this as well. I'm going to keep this as brief as possible. This is a pretty nice little rant. Keep in mind, CD Projekt Red took the time to write this out and program into the game, so you have them to thank for this. Public health care isn't some unachievable... I already read that. Blah, blah, blah. Trauma team, on the other hand, treats its policyholders as both potential patients to be treated and potential products to be bought. They save lives only because there is a profit in it. Save life is returning customer. Client death can also bring in fiscal gains in the form of organ and implant resale, though of course in regulated smaller sums. An emergency care provider can't afford to give its managers reasons to deliberately kill off its clientele base for short-term windfalls. Surely you ask, these medical professionals are also guided by the Hippocratic oaths? Please. Okay. Keep in mind, if you're already annoyed by this, you have CD Projekt Red to thank for this. They put this into the game, and I'm going to respond to it. Why? Because I got the right to. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's start off here. Naturally, it tugs at the heartstrings. Say, oh, my mother died, blah, blah, blah. Human life, it's a blah, 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 whatever. It's all fiction. This is all smoke and mirrors. Now, if she held the cheapest trauma term policy, she could have been cured within an hour, but she couldn't afford it. Okay. In the modern healthcare system, let's say here in America, if you don't have insurance, they will still treat you. This right here is not only is it fiction, but the implication is a bald-faced lie. You can go in, get taken care of with or without insurance, and they bill you. If you can't afford to pay the bill, then the hospital's out that money, and they may or may not spend on the situation. Yeah, they're not going to not treat you. You might not get. Let's say you got cancer. You might not get cancer treatment without being able to pay for it up front in some way, shape, or form. But for pneumonia, they will take care of you. So this is just absolutely ludicrous. Period. End of story. Full stop. This is just dumb. Whoever wrote this, this is just straight up dumb. And they put it in the game. That should tell you something about CD Projekt Red right there. Let's continue. Health wasn't something you were given. No, health is something you are born with. You're responsible for taking care of your body. Life happens. Stuff happens. It's just life. You can't baby-proof life. You can't stick the entire world in a giant thing of bubble wrap. It's just insane, to say the least. That's not how life works. And they're saying, there's no alternative. We never said there was no alternative. We just said, what we're saying is the alternatives are terrible, and they are. But we're not going to get down that rabbit hole. All I'm going to say is that when they say that it's bullshit, that is bullshit. And it's right there. USSR, United Soviet Socialist Republic. Freaking communists, man. They're singing the praises of a dead communist country at that. It's bad enough as a communist country. It doesn't even exist anymore. What? Who thought this was a good idea to throw this in here? I have no idea. But whoever they were, they're a straight up idiot. I'm sorry. What the freaking hell? Ugh. And it's about how they had the same equipment. I hate to break it to you, but communist Russia had substandard equipment compared to. I'm not saying they didn't have quality equipment. Some of the stuff, yeah, sure. But the day-to-day stuff was substandard. And that includes their healthcare. Talk to anybody that grew up in a communist country and escaped that communist country for a free country, such as the United States of America. They will tell you in their own words from their own personal experiences. The people that created this game, they've lived a very cushy life. They have no idea what adversity is. They have no idea what it's like to live in a communist country. Public healthcare isn't some unachievable utopia. There it is. Utopia. It is a real, based on what, a fictional game out in a communist country that no longer exists in reality, in real life. Are you kidding me with this? Is this for real? I'm actually reading this in a game that I paid way too much money for. What the freaking hell, man? They save lives only because there's a profit in it. Bullshit. There are plenty of people that go into medicine to become doctors so they can help people. Sure, okay, they make money doing it. Not all doctors get rich. Some of them are small town physicians, family doctors and whatnot. They might do well for themselves, but they're not going to get rich. Not like what these people clearly think is getting rich. Jeez. A lot of these doctors, they honestly do care about their patients' lives. Not all of them. Some of them are just, they're pretty... Yeah, they want to save lives, maybe. They might not care about the patient as much as some doctors might. But they are trying to save lives, by and large, Because if they're not, why are they doctors? And guess what? Malpractice. They will get sued into oblivion. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me with this. And then the thing about the organs, guess what? It's illegal to sell organs in reality. Free market America. It is illegal to sell organs. So this is, once again, complete and total fiction. If it was to be if they're trying to imply that this happens in real life, only on the black market, which means that this statement is a bald-faced lie within the game created by CD Projekt Red. They're trumpeting the horn for communism. This is the company that created this game. This is the company that people are just falling all over themselves trying to get a copy of this game. Singing the praises of this company. I freaking can't take this anymore. What the hell has happened to gaming? I've been around since Pong, people. I've been playing games since Pong. I am a gamer, lifelong. This is not gaming. This is propaganda. And I'm fed up with it. I will never buy a game from CD Projekt Red for as long as I live. As long as... It's extremely unlikely they ever change their tune on this. I'm done with this company. This is the perfect example as to why. The pornography and pushing a communist agenda. It's bullshit. I'm done with it. Okay, now that that's out of the way. I paid money for this stupid fucking game. And you know what? Said my piece. So I'm going to enjoy what I can out of it. And then I'm washing my hands of this company for good. What the hell has happened to this world? You know, I'm taking a shot just for that. Christian Brothers, very smooth brandy. This is some good stuff, let me tell you. That's a good shot right there. All right, who doggy? To freedom, to capitalism, to the free market, to decency. Where pornography is not being pushed as normal. It is not being normalized and what should be entertainment. People can just get away from this bullshit instead of having it shoved in their face for 60 frickin' bucks. Freedom, bitch.
Can't stop the signal